Hey everybody, welcome back to a new video. In this video we will be covering what would happen if Courtney jumped into the green jelly. Please remember to like and subscribe. Share your opinions and tell me what would happen if do you want to see next. So in episode 7 of Total Drama Island, Chris offered Courtney double points if she jumped into the green jelly. But in the original Courtney refuses and the Gophers win. But what would happen if the Bosch won this challenge? So Courtney would jump into the green jelly, and the base win the challenge. This means the Gophers have to decide between Cody and Leshawna. And I think it would be Leshawna. The reason I think this is because nobody was really friends with the Leshawna at the point in the game. Also, Leshawna's fear was much easier than Cody's fear. So Leshawna would be voted out. In episode 8 nothing would change. The RCMP would still find Izzy, and she would be out. In episode 9 the Gophers would still argue and sabotage their own team, but Cody would still be out because of his injury.
Step 2 of 2. Light it.
In episode 10 Heather would still lose her eyebrows, and she would get Owen to get her makeup bag but one interesting detail, without Leshawna grabbing Heather's bag, Heather wouldn't get locked in the fridge. Therefore Heather would find out about this Tiki doll earlier. But nothing else would change. Owen would still eat all the food, and Beth would still be voted because everyone thinks she's cursed. Nothing else would change about episode 11 either. Sadie would anger Courtney because of her bad aim, and Courtney would convince everyone to vote her off. Episode 12 would once again play out the same, with Gwen still winning it for the Gophers, and Harold rigging the votes against Courtney to get revenge on Duncan. Episode 13 would also still play out the same, with Harold being voted out. But this is where the story really changed. Eva and Izzy would still be brought back, but without Leshawna in the game anymore to beat Eva. Eva would win immunity.
This isn't the end!
So if we're being honest, sadly everyone will probably vote Heather. In this episode, we are just going to say that Eva gets Heather's key and Tyler gets Leshawna's key, but because Heather has already been voted out, she won't kiss Trent. This means nobody is gonna vote for Trent. Now, Eva will win immunity, but because there are more guys than girls, the girls will form a girls' alliance. I think the girls will probably vote for Duncan, because he is a good player. This means Duncan is out a lot earlier. In episode 17 another key detail that changes is, without Duncan participating, he won't have the idea to form a guys' alliance. This means that the guys won't vote off Bridget, but for the winners of the hide and seek challenge are Jeff and Eva. This is because in the original, Jeff was third last to be found, only behind Duncan and Leshawna. But because neither of them are in the game anymore, Jeff will win immunity. Eva will also take Heather's place and tell on DJ and Owen, giving her immunity. Episode 18 won't change, with Lindsay still being last to cross the finish line and being automatically booted from the competition. Same with episode 19, DJ would still be auto-booted from the game. But in episode 20, because nobody actually wins immunity, everyone is just gonna vote Eva. In episode 21 the teams will be Jeff and Gwen, Owen and Bridget, and Trent and Izzy. Bridget and Owen will win the first challenge, Gwen and Jeff the second, and Izzy and Trent the third. But I think instead of Jeff, everyone will vote Izzy. The reason for this is that Jeff, Gwen and Bridget will vote Izzy, Izzy will vote Jeff. Owen may vote Jeff but I don't know. But because Jeff and Gwen are friends, I don't think Trent will want to vote Jeff. Trent may not vote Izzy, but either way, it's still 3-2 votes to Gaze and Izzy. But once again another major change. Because Leshawna is already out, Katie and Sadie won't say her name. I think they'd say Gwen, because Gwen would be way more popular now. Also I don't think Katie and Sadie want to see Jeff as much as Gwen, so they would start the chain of saying Gwen. This ultimately means that one of our original finalists is out. For episode 20 for the teams will be Bridget and Jeff and Trent. And Owen. Just like in the original everything would stay the same. Owen would run to the sticky buns, which means that Jeff and Bridget would win immunity. Because of this I think that Chef would make Owen lose. Because in the original Chef chose Duncan because he didn't like him. But now because Chef has nothing against Trent, Owen will be out. So the final 3 is completely different. Bridget, Jeff and Trent, but I think Bridget and Jeff will team up, because they are a couple. So in the end it will be Trent's head that is shaved. This means the final two is Jeff and Bridget. Each winner will get different endings.